Morning all, tcDetects out again. We are back on the same field we were for the first Atrex video. It's an arable field that hasn't been cropped in the winter yet. It won't be cropped until the spring, and we are out with the Atrex, which you can see over there in the other panel. We will be running the Atrex in coins with the multi-filter switched on. That's the only tweak I've made so far, as I'm getting used to the machine. I haven't put in any of my old Alt 71 settings or anything like that. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more time today, because the weather, while still very wet, isn't doing anything now, and is relatively mild, so fingers crossed for, well, a few more buttons for the competition. Which reminds me, don't forget the competition. 4 videos, how many buttons do I get? Enter on the 5th video for a chance of winning a brand new Rutus Atrex from tcDetects. UK residents only, sorry. So first signal. '60 is reasonable line. It was a lot higher in the hole, so getting out of the hole has reduced it. It was mid 90s originally, now it's down to 60s. Still a reasonable line, so see what we find. And the answer for the first signal is a small sliver of lead. And next up is at the bottom of here. We'll have to dig all the way down to, is that a good 12 inches, I'm guessing? Just there at the bottom. Is that it? Yep, looks like another piece of lead, but it's reasonably, well, it's a thin piece of lead, but it's quite wide. You can see how far down the roots pick that up. Good 12, maybe a bit more inches. And next up is in this clod, mid 70s. And here, and another, we're in the lead bit of the field still, so we have another bit of lead. A lot of lead down here. Makes me wonder if they've been smelting it or something, because there's seems to be all lead down this bottom end. And next one down in here somewhere. Really good signal, about 79.80. Good line. It's inside here. Go inside. Yep. Just on that. Looks like a button on a coin. Thin, whatever it is. I'll clean that up and see if we can work it out. But I think it's a button for those counting. And this one threw me briefly. It's a very, very thin 4-hole button. When I saw it poking out of the hole on its side, I thought, oh, potential hammered, because it's that thin, but unfortunately not. It's a 4-hole button. Question is this the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th button? You'll have to guess when it comes to the roundup.
So this is the first go that I'm having with the new Atrex, the Rutus Atrex. I'm on a part of the permission that we've got that we've fairly done to death, so it'll be interesting to see what comes up with the Atrex. So it's a nice solid signal. Jumping a little bit, but we'll give it a go. get in the hole. Let's see what's going on. It's still in there. It was a bit deeper than I thought. There we go. That's a nice patina. That is probably a Vicky. Knowing this permission. There's Britannia. And what version of Vicky is that? Is that the Widow?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're off the board with a decent coin.
And down here, so we can see through the glare. And very stable 90, 91. Let's see what that one is. And unfortunately, that was another piece of lead. I mean, great signal, but lead nonetheless. And next up, registered in the high 70s. Thought it was a coin folded over and squished, but you can detect a little bit of gilding on it, a bit of gold gilding. So I'm calling this a button and counting it in the button count. It's another one for the button count for this video. I think that's at least 4 so far. Oh, definitely coin shape, no evidence of shank. Also no evidence of what the coin was. So copper hammered, unusual to say the least. Maybe a jet instead, something like that. But there you go, probably the oldest thing we found today.